Hello, back to the best fucking podcast in the world. I am Lloyd.
I'm JD.
This is the Lloyd and JD show.
Yeah.
What's up?
It's just us.
What's up?
So there will be no complaints of us talking too much. Or maybe there will. I don't know.
Oh, not ever since Lloyd took care of that. So what's on the agenda today, JD? You said you had lots to talk about because all I've got to talk about is gaming. So
and ARK Survival.
So you go first.
Well, I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of photo
busy.
shoots. I know. Well, it's, so been taking photographs, photograph Volbeat.
What?
Volbeat?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of them. It's always good to have musical discussions with Lloyd because it's like
Never
lost.
heard of him.
So Photograph Volbeat. Also did Kill Switch Engage.
Never heard of him.
Oh my God. Yeah, and if you don't know this last one, we'll just end the show now. Zach Wilde.
Of course I've heard Zach Wilde. I've seen Zach Wilde live, my friend. I've seen him play with his mouth.
Yeah, which he did again.
He always does that. It's his little trick.
Yeah, he's
it's great.
You have to give the man credit. He's a phenomenal guitarist. He does not have to look at that thing at all. I mean, he plays it behind his head.
My eyes are blind, but I can't. I love him. It's good stuff.
So yeah, he was doing his tour for Book of Shadows too, and
Book of Shadows.
Yeah.
See, this is his stuff that's solo. I don't know because I listened to him when he was with Black Label Society.
Yep.
I've listened to him when he covered for Black Sabbath.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Haven't heard this solo stuff. I heard his song that he did for Dimebag, which is In This River or whatever. I don't know if you've heard that. That's a good track.
Yeah.
That was a great track. But other than that, I haven't heard this. I might have heard his solo stuff. I don't know.
It's a southerny rock kind of thing. It's a little toned down.
Southerny?
Southern rock, yeah.
What's southerny?
Southern?
What's southern rock? I've never heard of this genre. There's rock. I've never heard of southern rock. Like, is there
Southern
banjos?
rock,
Is
so
there banjos? Does your cousin come up on stage?
It's got a twangy kind of sound to it. It does have that twang. So it's not full on banjos.
Maybe I prefer his Black Label Society stuff. I think that's where I liked.
Yeah, his stuff is great. I mean, even the Book of Shadows stuff is great. I mean,
Book of Shadows.
Yeah. So it's actually Book of Shadows 2.
Book of Shadows 2. How inventive.
Yeah. Well, because he did 1 and now this is 2.
This is number 2, and I can almost guess that the next one will be Book of Shadows 3. I'm not sure, but stay tuned. So what else did you do?
So been doing a lot of stuff that's involved myself photography wise and corresponding with the podcast as well. So I will be doing the YYC Music Awards. I'll be doing photography for them. We've teamed up with the Original Music Showcase at the Blind Beggar. Going on as a sponsor in them. We might actually have some of the people that are in that showcase on the show.
Ooh,
so
that'd be fun.
So we've been working hard on those things, and just essentially keeping really, really busy doing some product photography, which is not what I do normally, but doing that as well.
What's product photography?
So you have a product to sell, like that beer, or in this case, it was lip balm, and I take product shots of your stuff for catalogs.
Balm?
Yeah.
Who do you know that sells lip balm?
Fold, the guitarist who was on the show, his wife,
remember.
Joe, Bald Joe. Forgot his glasses here, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
So Joe.
That was a good one. They were fun.
Yeah, they're a great bunch of guys. So his wife, Angela, actually has a lip balm company. And
lip gloss or lip balm?
Balm.
For men?
I think for both men and women, they're flavored lip balms. It's called Pucker Up. She has a whole line of...
if I pulled out some Pucker Up on the construction site, I don't think...
the
stuff I have for construction, I get from Mark's Warehouse, and it's called Face Buff.
Yeah? Well, there you go.
So
maybe there you go.
Face Buff.
I have to do
you
a
can put it on
men's
your
line.
face so you don't get wind chapped.
That's an interesting...
Men chap goes on the face, ladies and gents. It goes on the face.
Yeah.
And the butt, because you get chapped down there as well. You can use it for both.
Okay.
So that's what you've been up to, is a lot of photography.
A lot of photography.
You've gone nuts with the photography lately.
Working, I did the first day of shooting with Sevens Wild for their video as well. So hopefully that'll come out shortly. We got some
shit to do in there.
Yeah, we got some more video to shoot for that, but that's good. We just want to clean things up a little bit and give it that little bit of an extra push. Should be doing that shortly. So it's been really, really busy. Today, I thought I was going to shoot X-Fest, but apparently I'm not. So that's kind of worked out for the best because it's been busy. I have some stuff that I can catch up with, and instead of standing outside. I thought it was going to be rain. It's actually nice and sunny.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, unlike last year,
Which is
where it was like a
annoying because
swamp.
there's that golf tournament going on by my house, and I kind of wanted it to just pour down.
Oh, okay.
It gave some
Is that
golf's
the
lame.
Shaw Charity
Yeah.
Classic thing? So yeah, it's really busy down in your neck of the woods then.
No, not really. No one
No?
likes golf. Thank fuck. They closed the road off, right?
Yeah.
So they've
Well,
got
that's what I mean.
They've got
It's-
like 8 cops stood there, so it's safe.
Yeah.
There's border patrols, so don't try and sneak
Border
in
patrols.
because it's safe. What do you do? Yeah. That's not allowed. Guys, I'm gonna stop the podcast here for a second because he is on his phone. Okay.
It's a timer.
Yeah, whatever. Douchebag. He gives me shit for being on my phone before he give you some shit. So that is that it?
Is that it?
Is
that,
that
not enough?
That's a good week compared to my week. Well, my week was busy in other ways.
Yeah. Well, and then we were discussing the Comic Expo stuff as well.
Yeah, there's
So-
a new Comic Expo coming out, which is fact on November.
Which I didn't sign up the other day, so I'm hoping there's still chairs. I should do that today.
Maybe we could talk about new stuff we got coming on that we want to go on with the show too before we get into my absolute gaming end of the season. I mean, end of the episode. But we kind of wanted to do some more with beers.
Yeah.
With some breweries. So if there's anyone watching that has a micro brewery, in that sense that you sour alcohol, not that you just brew in your basement, that would be weird.
Yeah.
But if there's anyone watching,
If you're brewing, there's some small breweries. If
Okay,
you're
well,
brewing
if
and
you-
you're getting it into a liquor store
yeah,
because
if you're not brewing it for your grandma
Yeah.
and you're like brewing
if
it,
it's legit, like if you can legitly sell it, because
Yeah.
it's illegal to basically sell it otherwise.
Yeah.
You can legit sell it.
so there's guidelines here, guys. Okay, but if you're doing that and you do watch a show or you've just found the show, we are looking for you guys to check in with us. We kind of want to get into that part of things as well because there's a lot of that going on in Calgary. You notice that microbrewers in Calgary is kind of big.
Yeah.
So we kind of want to infiltrate that and maybe get the name out on some new local beers.
Yeah, and we've been doing that. We've been trying to, for the guys that have been watching and noticed that the guests that have been showing up on the show and not just blowing us off. We've had a different variety of stuff. Like we had Phil. I mean, he had his magazine.
We're
going
changing
on.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, and
We've still got the bands.
yeah,
but
we are
we've
still dedicated to music.
we've
We
got
still have musicians
other
coming
topics
on.
now.
But
We're
we
looking
want
at,
to sort of expand our base.
and you and I also now have set. We will put links below. I have a new gaming page.
Yeah.
You have a new gaming page. So
That's
now
correct.
together we have 3 pages, which there will be all sorts of stuff going on. Maybe like some game reviews. We might have some, gameplay. We've got 5 top kills on my page. You've
Yeah.
got certain stuff coming down on his page. If you want to watch poker.
Yeah.
No, but we got stuff going on. So look down below. We will have the links for the 2 other
Yeah.
pages. Please subscribe and like that page just as much as you subscribed and like to this page because it really helps us out and allows us to make more stuff and really branch off and make this a big channel that you guys have a lot of diverse stuff that you can watch between.
Yeah, and we're always looking for your feedback. I mean, we want to hear what you guys want to see. I mean, and the beer example, it goes beyond that. I mean, if you've got, I don't know, a vape business, we'd actually love to have you on too because we've ragged on those guys enough about their exploding e-cigarettes. We would love to have somebody that actually...
Yeah, even if we got a technician. Do they have
Yeah.
those? Vape technician.
vape techni-
Anything.
Anybody, there's tons of vape shops, so there's got to be somebody out there that wants to, talk
Yeah.
about that. I mean, basically anything.
Yeah.
Food trucks. You got a food truck that you want to, come on, talk
But you have
about.
to bring food because I get hungry.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
Don't come on here with a food truck and not
Yeah.
bring food to sample because I will not put you on the show. Samples, please.
yeah.
People.
So you're more active on Twitter these days.
I am.
So
active
Money
on
Inc.
Twitter.
6.
You can
finally
finally
it was
click
it
my
was
link.
it was a long time to get you
It's
kind of
been a long road, people, but I've entered the Holy Lands.
yeah. But how do you find it?
It's all right.
It's all right.
I wish I got more. Obviously, because I've neglected Twitter to the point where I have no feedback. So
Yeah.
obviously, it's fun for people to
And,
get
and,
feedback.
the 13 followers you
I'm
currently
surprised I managed to keep 14 followers.
Yeah.
That's I'm proud of that
Yeah.
because if those people just give no fucks or they really care. But it's getting better. I'm getting used to it.
Maybe you can take a page out of PewDiePie and say that you've joined ISIS and that'll help.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. But I do post a lot of photos, stuff I find when I'm out and about
Yeah.
doing what I'm doing. I do have a baby coming on the way, so I'm out and about doing lots of stupid stuff usually. So
Yeah. And I'm just on there like usual. I've been trying to do a little quick pre-roll prior to the show on Twitter using Periscope because we used to use Periscope, but now it's integrated
I
with
was
Twitter.
great at Periscope.
Well, Twitter has purchase Periscope. So
I used to
now
get
it's-
like 50 people watching, like 80 Russians. Back.
so there you go. You should reenact.
I miss my Russian fans.
Yeah, you should reenact your Periscope account and
should.
do those tweets every once in a while.
Yeah, so we're
sort of
going to
a
be
live
at Comic Con in when?
So November, like I said, as long as they have
Does anyone even
tables.
know about this Comic Con?
See, that was my concern, is that this was the first I had heard about it, and usually I know what's going on. So I imagine there'll be a boost or a promotional drive associated with it going on. It's more of a fair or an old school comic thing. There's not going to be huge celebrities there. There's not going to be, sort of the autograph rush. But
So it's kind of meh. But if you want to go
well,
to...
no, it's more like the old comic book shows. You go for comic books, you go for toys, you go for artwork, you go for all those things. I mean, obviously, we're in that part of the thing. We're not celebrities in the sense that, we're charging $100 so we can sign our, glossy 8x10 and that people, line up for 10 hours to see it. That's not happening.
I could definitely cut that down if I was a celebrity.
But the cosplay stuff will be there, which a lot of people are really, really into. So, I mean, there'll be a lot of people doing
Especially
all the cosplay
JD.
stuff.
Just loves it.
Yeah. I'm going to cosplay
You gonna dress up?
I
Are
am.
you?
I am.
What are you dressing up as?
I'm going to dress up as JD from the Lloyd JD show.
Oh, you sad sop. See? That's horrible. That's horrible. Well, I'm definitely not dressing up then because you're a buzzkill.
Well, you didn't last time either, so.
Because I was caught off. I wasn't ready. I'm not ready this time either.
Yeah.
For November, you kidding me?
Yeah.
I will barely have new stuff. Hopefully, I will have some, I don't know, maybe some Pokemon drops. I think Pokemon are going to be big.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw up some of what I would consider to be a drawing of how I would see the Pokemon. So
Yeah.
some fan art. There you go.
So see, the crazy thing is I just got notification this week. And I mean, we're talking, it's like 6 weeks out at this juncture.
And I'm going to have a baby at that
taping.
time too.
Yeah.
So I got to get you to get me an extra pass. I didn't talk to you about that.
Oh,
when
okay.
we're on camera doing
Yeah.
that because she'll probably want to show up and maybe your significant other can share it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy because it's 6 weeks away and this is the first I'm hearing about it. So it's kind of, to me, it's a little bit debatable, but I mean, the price is much more.
Yeah, well, all we have to do is sell a
swallowable
couple
than
prints, and hopefully we do that. So if you watch the show, you support our cause, show up to the Comic Con. I'm sure it's not going to be that expensive for a ticket. It wasn't that expensive to get a table, to be honest with you. So I can't see it being that expensive.
Yeah,
to get
I think
a ticket.
it's all going to be relative. I mean, this being the first time, if it becomes a big thing, I'm sure it's going to be the same as Comic Expo.
So show up, show your support.
Yeah,
we
always
there.
have prints. I mean, unfortunately, I won't have my series done. I'm still working on the Viking series, but
Fucking laziness.
well, I'll still have
I'm
Ragnar.
joking.
I have Lagatha now. I'm working on Floki. It's
No one wants Lagerfeld. What are you trying to get a bunch of guys to come to this?
You don't want
booth
Lagatha?
No, she's a douchebag, and then she ends up. Okay, at the beginning, yeah. Okay, she was cool, but then she did that. She goes and fucks that gross guy, that other town. I don't understand what Ragnar was doing. Moving on to that really skinny blonde girl. What are you doing, dude? Obviously he wanted a boy, but not worth it at all.
Yeah,
not worth it. Lagerfeld was way hotter, but then she went off. She was a total whore.
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, when your husband cheats on you and you don't appreciate it and you decide to leave, I guess that's.
But that was okay back then. Yeah. It's not okay for her to go off gallivanting. I'm sorry, it's just not. Not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of his son's top knot.
No? No? You want to just kind of do the top knot?
Yeah, it doesn't suit him.
Yeah.
He's got too big of a head.
Yeah. Well, he's got a massive head.
He's got a big old head. He's got a big old head and a little old top knot.
Yeah, so I'm working on Floki. I still have to do Rolo and I still have to finish Bjorn.
You should do a print of me. I think people would want that.
Yeah? Yeah. Doing the Demi Moore?
Like that? Is that
there
my
we
good
go.
side?
Yeah.
So I think leave a comment if you want JD to do a print of Lloyd. Maybe
there you go.
Maybe that's what I love. Print of
There you
Lloyd and
go.
JD. But then give him the Lloyd option on his own, just in case they don't.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Don't want JD.
Of course. You're in most of the stuff by yourself, anyways. If you notice, I'm not in the photograph.
You take the photos.
I know.
Okay, so we're talking about my week now.
We can talk about your week if you like.
Well, I've just been doing my gaming page.
Yeah.
We played the Battlefield 1 beta.
Yep.
Epic.
It was really good.
Really good.
It's really good.
Fun.
It is buggy as hell for getting in there and getting a match, but
And
once you're in there and playing,
weird though because they had an alpha that I guess people were playing.
Yeah.
So why would the beta be so buggy? Kind of weird, but it's good.
Yeah, it's really
everything they promised is in there.
Yeah.
And you've only got one map, so to say that they said you have 2 maps, but
there is 2 maps. I think if you play Conquest, it's one.
But I played Rush, and it was
another.
the same map as Conquest. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But obviously, you can't ask for much. It's a beta. Just like when you had the Division beta, you only got a sliver of the game. But it's super fun.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. I'm loving the World War I stylish. I can see it dying out. Like, for me, first-person shooters, I play for a little bit. I get bored. I move on. Like, it's like every game. It's really hard to stay into a shooter like that for a really long period of time and really put in the hours. I can go prestige and all that.
I think if you play with a good group of guys, a good group of
Yeah, but
people,
just to do it every night, I find it's just repetitive.
Yeah.
It's like, no matter how good the game is and how many maps they give you, those maps are going to get repetitive.
Yeah,
you end up knowing every crevice of that map, and at that point, it's like, this isn't so much fun anymore, because when you get a new map, I'd like to see I know this is just going off topic here, but I'd like to see a first-person shooter where maybe there's a new map generated every time. You know, like how they have, like in No Man's Sky. I know it wasn't what they promised, and it was more No Man Lie than it was No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
But they had, you know, how they got generators generating planets, right?
Yeah.
How this planet could be almost... It'd be nice to see something that could maybe generate different maps. So, because the fun of it for me is not knowing what's around that corner.
Yeah.
Is there a door? Is there somewhere to hide? When you know those maps and you've played for months and months and months, and you know where all the camp spots are, and you know where people are going to be, I find that's when the game gets boring.
Yeah.
Because the game can go on forever, because being in World War I is just super fun. It's super chaotic.
Yeah.
It's great. But to have that map respawn as a different map each time would be... I think that'd be the best possible.
It would change the speed of the gameplay as well, because then you couldn't just sprint and know where you're
going.
going.
Where the hotspots are going to be, because you get to know where the fight happens and where you're going to run, and no one's going to be there. And I find that gets boring and tedious, and I know that's going to happen just like it does to every other game. But I'm really excited to see the full game.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they went back to a World War I thing. I mean, you've
they
seen
listen
with
to
Call
the
of
fans.
Duty. Well, people are getting sick of Call of Duty because it just keeps on getting spacier and spacier and spacier. I mean, you're running on walls and you're jumping.
In their defense, though, they're going with the times. Our generation is getting spacier and spacier, and some of the technology that we do have behind closed doors, I believe, is pretty phenomenal. Yeah. Like, considering that they believe that we back engineered the stuff that we needed to make an iPod about 50 years ago, the stuff we should have today is pretty fucking phenomenal. So I think that they definitely followed what is the norm, but people don't like it. They want to... It's more gritty when you play World War I. The sound of the gun, you hear more that ping sound when the gun... It's got more grittiness to it. You're in the trenches. There's sand flying in your face. Yeah. You're not in a mech suit. You're not protected. You don't have UAV. You got those things that are cut off from you. So I think it's cool. And how you can shoot the planes down, phenomenal. Because now, you know, jets, when they're in the game, it was bull crap. They'd fly by. There's nothing you could do unless you had a homing missile. And those things were so goddamn fast. It was a challenge and a half to do. And then they just deploy flares. Now you've really, like, you know, you saw that video. If you go to my YouTube channel,
that's a great
top 5
video.
Kills, the best kill of the day. I shot him straight out of an airplane.
Yeah. And the best part is that
it does
how
the
he landed,
nose spin.
it was so awesome.
And I just spawned into the map. It was an amazing shot. Did you just say really? Considering you were supposed to watch. Oh, okay. I was going to say, he said he watched the video, so he better not. But if you do want to see those videos of, and we're all involved, I think Jordy's in a few of the new videos that's going to be coming out. Me and him did a 15-minute shoot where we did a full game. So those are going to be on my page. The links for that, I hopefully will be below. I'll shoot them to JD so he can post them in. So you can take a look at my gaming there. There was a new ARK update. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we got a few minutes to talk. I have not played it yet. I
You
downloaded it.
I played it all night.
Yeah.
I played it till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I went deep. It's amazing. It's good. If
Yeah.
you like ARK already, you're going to love ARK now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just phenomenal. They added some new stuff that, why wouldn't you want Indiana Jones whip? You can whip guns out of people's hands. Fucking epic.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry for people that are watching and do want to look at my other page. I won't have a lot of ARK there. ARK's hard to film. We were using Twitch to film it. Super laggy. I needed to update my internet because my service is just failing me.
Yeah.
So the ARK footage that we did get was kind of robotic and laggy, and I don't think you'd really want to see it. And it's we need to use cables to film the process and then dig it down, because obviously us building a house for 8 hours is not fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of resource grabbing, and this new map is hardcore. For any of you that haven't played it yet and you're looking at videos and you want to kind of review of it, it's hardcore.
Yeah.
If you sucked at ARK before, don't play the new map, because you will suck so bad. It won't be fun.
It is really survival now, from what you were saying.
It's super survival. I play on a personalized server, so I play on a server that's been amped up a little bit, in the sense where I can gain XP a lot quicker, I can tame a lot quicker, and that's just because it's a private server. But even in the private server, you die every 5 seconds. You are thirsty nonstop. It's called Scorched Earth for a reason. It's a real desert scenario. There's sandstorms. There's electrical storms. There's heat waves. There's all sorts of stuff that is literally just going to kill you.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I played a lot of ARK. I've put, 800 hours into the original ARK Survival, so I can probably see myself putting another 800 into this one. So 1,400 hours later, I'll tell you guys what I think then. But right now, it's difficult, but it's amazing. It's fun, and a lot of dragons involved, which I'm pumped about. Dragons seems like the main source. It's like the Quetzal in the other one. Yeah. You want that dragon.
So before we sign off, just let everybody know what your YouTube...
So my YouTube, the new page is Legend Status Gaming.
Yeah.
I'm Urban Money Inc. You can probably find it either way on there. I don't know if you'll find it from Urban Money Inc., but I know you'll find it from Legend Status Gaming. We'll put the links below. Obviously, the more subscribes, the more likes that you guys give me, the easier it is to find me and the easier it is for us to upload videos, and I can buy more equipment to put better gaming videos out there because we game a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So we can show you guys a lot of games, a lot of new releases. We spend a lot of money on this stuff. So if you guys want to see that stuff, definitely go over there, shoot a like on that page, subscribe, and that will really help me out. And also like and subscribe this page. We need to see more thumbs up on these pages. I know you guys are watching because we get hundreds of views. You guys watch our podcasts. Smash that like button. If you're a friend, if you're family, if you're not and you're just watching in, smash that like button. It really helps us do what we do. Yeah. I don't think you understand how much it helps. And it lets us know that you do like what we're doing. Because I know there's people out there that like what we're doing, but you're not pushing that like button. We just need you to pop on, sign in. It's like 5 seconds of time. Yeah. It's really, really easy to do, and it really helps us out. But I think we're wrapping it up here.
You bet.
You'll find the links for JD's new YouTube page down below, my YouTube page, our Facebook, my Twitter, his Twitter, and pretty much anything you could want to do with Lloyd and JD. I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.